Welcome to the topic healthy eating. So, according to the Canada's food guide, eat well, live well, and eat a variety of healthy foods each day, which includes that we should be having a plenty of vegetables and fruits, protein foods, water, your first drink of choice, and we choose the whole grain foods. Healthy living is more than the foods you eat. So what you have to watch for, be mindful of your eating habits. Cook more often rather than just eating the packed food or the ready-made food. Enjoy your food always. It should be colorful. Eat meals with others, not with the TV, not with the screen. Use the food labels. What you are watching for, your calorie content, what you're eating in it, what you should eat. Limit the food high in the sodium, sugars, and saturated fats. They are not good for health. Be aware of the food marketing. So this Canada's food guide, it is telling you that what is the one food guide serving. Here, the recommended number of the food guide servings per day, it tells you about age in the years, how much is the children age, teens and adults, girls or boys, males and females. They're telling you everything about here. If it's vegetables and fruits, a children is for 2 to 3 years, they should have 4 servings of it. For 4 to 8 years, then we have 5 servings. For 9 to 13 years, it should be 6 servings. So the similar, as it is growing the age, they should be increased. But after the age of the 50, the male and the females, they have to decrease the intake of the vegetables and fruits. It's also telling you that how many grains, milk and alternatives, and meat alternatives should be taken. So the healthy choices, it's written here, fresh, frozen, or the canned vegetables. If you are using, you should be using 125 ml of a cup. Leafy vegetables, again, fresh, frozen, or the canned fruits, 100% juices. So everything is here. Now we have to choose what is the best food. We can use for grains is the bread, bagel, flatbread, cooked rice, bulgur, quinoa, cereals, cooked pasta, or the couscous. Milk or and alternatives, milk or powdered milk, canned milk, fortified soy beverages, yogurt, kefir, and the cheese. So the quantity is written here that how much you have to be taken. Meat and alternatives includes the cooked fish, shellfish, poultry, and lean meat, cooked legumes, tofu, eggs, peanut or nut butters, and the shelled nuts and the seeds. So they are telling you here in a big picture that we can see, read, and write about all these better choices what to eat. But we should be following this meal plan that how many servings we should be taking in one day. Now they are telling us in more elaborated way, when we are eating vegetables and fruits, so we should aim for half plate and eat plenty of the colorful vegetables and fruits. When we are eating proteins, it should aim for 1/4 of the plate of the protein and choose the plant-based proteins more often. And the food choices include that we discussed legumes, lean meat, poultry, fish, shellfish, eggs, tofu, tempeh, nuts, butter, seeds, cheese, yogurt, and unsweetened milk. Drink water more often. Avoid the sugary drinks such as the juices and the sodas. Whole grain foods, it should be aiming only for 1/4 of the plate. Food choices include the whole grain bread, whole wheat pasta, oats, brown wild rice, or the quinoa. Further, they're telling you again, have plenty of vegetables, fill half your plate with vegetables and fruit. Choose fewer processed food, guys. They are high in sodium, sugar, and saturated fat. So the water should be your first choice to drink instead of pop, juice, sweetened beverages. Proteins should be always 1/4 with a variety of the protein foods like eggs, beans, lentils, soya, dairy foods, fish, chicken, or lean meat. And from the whole grains, again, brown rice, whole grain, wheat, quinoa, oats, for 1/4 of your plate only. So your most plate would be filled up with the vegetables and the fruits. So use the Eatwell Plate to help you get the balance right. It shows how much of what you eat should come from each food group. Again, the food and vegetables we can see are more in number. Then we have 1/4 of the milk and dairy products, 1/4 of the meat protein, and the 1/4 of your grains, that is bread, rice, potatoes, and pasta. This is more elaborating when you go and check the label on the packaged foods over outside. So each serving, we always say that each serving, 150 grams, it contains the energy, 13%, fat, 4%, saturated fat, 7%, sugars, 38%, salt is 15%. So the colors are telling you that if the fat is 3 grams or less than that, so if this is green, it's good. Saturated fat should be low, it should be less than 7%. If it's a sugar 38%, it's too high. If the salt is 15%, it's medium. Still, it should be lower down. So we could be choosing at least 5 portions of variety of the fruit and vegetables every day. So whenever you make your plate, you see that have you taken your 5 portions of your food? Eat less often and in small amounts. Choose the whole grain or the higher fiber versions with the lesser added fat, salt, and sugar. Potatoes, bread, rice, pasta, and other starchy carbohydrates, absolutely, but in less added fat. We should be eating more beans and pulses because they are made rich in the proteins. 2 portions of the sustainably sourced fish per week. 1 of each is oily, and eat less red and the processed meat. Dairy and alternatives. Choose the lower fat and the lower sugar options. Then choose unsaturated oils and use in the small amounts always. 6 to 8 glasses a day of the water should be taken. Low-fat milk, sugar-free drinks, including tea and coffee, all count. So limit fruit juice and smoothies to be total of 150 ml a day, not more than that. So per day, a woman should take a 2,000 kilocalories and a man should be 2,500 kilocalories for a healthy diet if you're not dieting, all food plus drinks included. Thanks for watching for the healthy eating.